Hi, my name is Foxycon, or Zach, and today is the 1 year anniversary of me getting my guitar. I got it on February 18th of 2020 as an early birthday gift from my grandparents, and today marks 1 year of playing for me. So what I really wanted to do in this video was just show my progression throughout the year and some of my earliest and latest footage, and do some comparisons. So as of now, I know 12 full songs on guitar, and I'm in the process of writing and finishing 3 of my own. So as always, if you guys like the video or want to see some more content from me, please consider liking and subscribing. I upload gaming and music related content and it would mean the world to me. So with all that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So this all starts about a week before February 18th, 2020. I visited my grandparents' house where my grandfather keeps 2 guitars. I picked up the acoustic and started playing throughout the week, teaching myself. On the 18th, they had taken me to get a haircut, and as a surprise afterwards, we ended up going to Guitar Center, where I chose a Fender White Stratocaster starter kit. I took it home and started playing. So my guitar came with about a month of free classes on the Fender Play app, which for the first week were actually pretty cool, but my issues with these was that I didn't feel like I was learning much. They were much too easy, and I only got around the 3rd stage, and I decided to teach myself at that point. I remember the first song I tried to learn on guitar was Twist and Shout, and I actually did pretty well on it. It was an easy song to learn, and I picked it up pretty quickly. And the first ever footage of me playing is actually on this song. So here it is. Here's the first ever footage of me playing guitar. So as you saw, it wasn't that great, but I was learning the tabs, and my biggest issue was that I couldn't play the tabs and sing at the same time yet. So what I actually ended up doing was switching my songs, and I started learning Yellow Submarine instead. Of course I came back to Twist and Shout, but Yellow Submarine was a lot easier, and it's a very simple, I think around 6 chord songs. So I went with that. And on the topic of learning to play and sing at the same time, immediately after my guitar, learning to sing was one of the first things I started to do, because I've always kinda didn't see the point in playing without the ability to play and sing at the same time. To me, they just kinda went together. So I started playing Twist and Shout on the metronome, and after about 2 weeks, I could play and sing at the same time, and that just kinda carried over to every other song that I knew. And it was a lot easier with Yellow Submarine because all the chord changes are on a word. So that was really my way of learning to play and sing at the same time. I just used metronomes and kept at it, and after 2 weeks I got it down. After Twist and Shout and Yellow Submarine, I immediately tried to find the next hardest song to play. So I picked And Your Bird Can Sing by the Beatles off of their Revolver album. I picked this song because of the guitar riff at the beginning and the solo and the difficulty of it. I thought at the time that if every song that I learned was harder than the last song, that I'd progress a lot faster. And this actually held to be true. So I learned the song. So next up, I learned Day Tripper, which again was by the Beatles. I'd kind of been really into their music at the time, and I still am. But it was about on par with And Your Bird Can Sing, with a solo and all, and I just thought it would be a good song to learn. And around this time, actually, was when I first started to street perform. I remember being really anxious about only knowing 4 songs, but it turned out alright because I was on the side of the road playing for cars that drove by, so nobody would ever really hear the same song twice. Afterwards, I had a point of just learning songs that I thought would be good to play on the street, so I quickly learned the songs Country Roads and Run Around Sue, and afterwards, I had no idea what to learn. I was making decent money though off of those 6 songs. I think one day I made about $150, and at this point I had started saving my money collectively, and it was just a really fun time. I really enjoyed the street performing, and I'm excited to do it again this summer actually. So naturally, as a guitarist, having absolutely no idea what songs to play, I turned to one of the things that inspired me to pick up the guitar in the first place, Guitar Hero. This is actually still a thing I do just because I like the songs in Guitar Hero 3 so much, but I just got on and replayed the game, and after I beat it I thought, oh man, I should do this for real, and decided to learn Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones. A pretty good challenge actually. I remember also wanting to learn Black Betty and Fortunate Son, but I just decided to go with Paint It Black because it was the easiest to play and sing at the same time, which was still a goal for me, and I decided that I'd go back to the other songs in the future. This was around the time I stopped playing outside as much because it was just getting too cold. So I put most of my time into practicing Paint It Black and the other previous songs, and eventually I had gotten it pretty much down. I couldn't do the whole song and I wasn't really happy with it, but I decided that I'd work on it while learning some easier songs at the same time. And at that point, I didn't really know what to learn. So in the summer of 2020, a game called The Last of Us 2 came out. Upon its release, I immediately watched a YouTuber called Jacksepticeye play through the full game. I became a big fan of the series, even going back to play The Last of Us 1, and it inspired me to do a song. In the game, there's a scene where the main character you play as, Ellie, picks up a guitar and plays the song Take On Me by a-ha. I thought it was a great cover, and so I learned the song myself. It was really quick, and I liked it, and that's all there really is to say about it. It's a fun, easy song, so I learned it. And then the next song I learned very quickly and very spontaneously. I picked it up one night while I was listening to the radio on my phone, and I was just being moody, and In My Life came on by the Beatles. And again, this is the 5th Beatles song that I've learned. It came on, inspired me to learn it. I was really emotional at the time. It was just a quick decision, but I don't regret it because of how beautiful the song is. So it was around October. I had just moved, and I was settling in, and I had started playing a video game called Night in the Woods. And it was just fantastic. It actually became my favorite story game to exist, and I loved everything about it, including the soundtrack. Now in the game, you play as a college dropout who's also a bassist, and there are these songs that you can play throughout the game in like little mini-game type sections, and one of those songs being Die Anywhere Else. I chose this song because it's just really fun to sing along to, and it's one of the more punk rock songs that I know, if you can call it punk rock. But yeah, it's a really fun song, and I'm glad I learned it. So now we're into November. I actually took a long trip to Florida for the entire month, and I didn't have access to my normal electric. So instead, I ended up using an Ibanez AF75, a really pretty hollow body guitar. I remember it was red and black, and it was loaned to me for the duration of my trip. Here's a picture of it. So with this guitar, instead of learning something that I thought would be progressive to my skills, I decided to learn something much better. My biggest musical achievement yet, and the most important thing that I've ever done in my lifetime. I learned Rip My Pants from SpongeBob. It was fun, and it was based off of a joke, but people think it's cool that I know a SpongeBob song, so I learned it. And yeah, that was just a short little song that I learned. I actually uploaded it to my channel when I was in Florida, a quick cover of me playing it. It was just an all-around silly song, and I thought I'd learn it, so. But this wasn't the only thing that I learned. I also learned a song called My Name is Jonas by Weezer. And this song was so hard to get down because it goes so fast and most people use their fingers to do the intro. But I like to pick it, so it was very difficult to do. And it's just an all-around extremely fun song to play. It's another one that I got off of the Guitar Hero 3 set list, and though it may pale in comparison to SpongeBob, I'm always excited to play it. So yeah, over the course of a year, I learned about 12 songs and gained a ton of skills. I've also written 3 songs, of which still have to be finished. It's kinda hard. So at the end of this video, after seeing all my progression, I thought it would be pretty cool to do some comparisons to how I was then to how I am now. So here's a retake of some of the first songs I recorded on guitar alongside the original videos. practice my O's, that's for sure. You don't, there's a reflection there, but you don't see it because you're a camera. Oh, flew away from Miami Beach, BOAC. Didn't get to bed last night. All the way the paper bag was on my knee. Man, I had a dreadful flight. I'm back in the USSR. You don't know how lucky you are, boy. Back in the USSR. To bed last night. All the way the paperback was on my knee. Man, I had a dreadful flight. I'm back in the USSR. Back in the USSR. Been away so long I hardly knew the place. Gee, it's good to be back home. Leave it till tomorrow to unpack my case. Honey, disconnect the phone. I'm back in the USSR. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, with that all being said, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments what you thought. Consider liking and subscribing. I make mostly gaming and music related content. But yeah, so I just hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Again, my name is Zach or FoxyCon, and that's all. Bye.